journey. I just want to start off by saying, if you find these videos entertaining in any way, you just like laughing at me, I look goofy, big old bald head. You find some information that you like, something usable, something pertinent, like, subscribe, and share. I want to keep trying to grow this. Appreciate everybody that's subscribed and left me comments and feedback. I really enjoy it. If you notice, I try to answer every comment, like every comment. I can do that right now because I'm really small. I hope one day I get big enough to run. I just can't do it. But anyways, I'm really enjoying doing this. I've really learned a lot doing this. Like I said before, it makes me think a lot different about what I'm doing. So, I always sit around wondering what to do a video on, and something always pops up. Here I was, I'm pumping out some rounds on the Express. Had a couple hard pulls. Didn't think nothing about it. That Mighty Armory die, man, that thing, it's right on the money, but man, it can get some pressure on it. Got to make sure you lube your brass. And man, some of those are hard pulls. Some of that brass is way out of shape. So I didn't think nothing of it at the time. It came around and my powder checker screamed at me. So I pulled it out, looked at it, looked inside, and this is what I saw. And I'm like, what the? So, of course, I do some research. Find out what it is. It's what they called step brass. After doing some research, this one is head stamped MaxTech. I found a bunch of brands or head stamps. There's doing research. STR, ZQI, VMN or VNM, RPG, OZK, FM, IMT, and AMOLOAD. I'm going to put a picture up here. It looks like, from everything I could find, MaxTech has the shallowest or deepest, whatever way you want to talk about it, the highest rim. And you can see from this picture, it goes up quite a ways. Couldn't find any definitive answer on why it's that way. One theory is they can use less powder, smaller chamber, more combustion, maybe a little bit less powder, save a little money that way. But look how much more brass is in there. I mean, that's got to kind of take that savings away, wouldn't you think? Another thought is setback. Now, for you that don't know or what setback is bullet setback is an undesirable condition where the mechanical forces acting on the loaded cartridge cause the bullet to be pressed back into the case, reducing the cartridge overall length. So the way that looks is, and yes, the gun's unloaded, and the rounds I have right here are just dummy rounds, just snap caps, but whenever you've got your slide back, or whenever you're shooting, that slide goes back and comes forward. It's very violent. And what it's doing is that slide catching that top round on the magazine, pushing it forward, it's hitting the ramp. On the barrel, you'll notice as your barrel comes out, it kind of slopes down, nice polished slope. That's because the magazine has to set a little bit lower so everything can work above it. So as that bullet gets pushed forward, it hits that ramp and gets forced to go up and then in. That's a violent hit. If that bullet's not supported in there, whether it's by the case or a rim or something like that, your crimp really doesn't do much. But if it's not supported, it's going to be pushed back. Now you just changed your overall length. You're going to lose possibly accuracy because the length isn't the same, or you might be upping your combustion in there. Your velocity might change. It can cause a few things, so that's something you want to watch out for. And that was the only thing that I saw may be an issue for it. I ran some numbers on some bullets that I have here that I've used in the past and what that would look like trying to use that shelf to stop setback. So the MaxTech, and that's the only one I have, so the MaxTech case overall length is 0.75. The rim from the top of the case down is 0.2. So from the bottom of the case to the top of the rim is 0.55. Now that the ammo I run right now the bullets I'm using is Extreme Bullets, 124 grain, full metal jacket, round nose. Their overall length is 0.60. Add that to the 0.55. You're looking at 0.15. Now, my range, what I'm shooting at for my COAL, my overall length, is 1.15 to 1.65. That works perfect for those. You know, I could bottom that bullet out on that rim, have 0.15 and shoot all day long. It wouldn't be an issue for that. Now, the Summit City 147 grain, overall length is 0.67. Now you're looking at a case overall length of 0.122. That's far too long for this bullet. Like in my Glock, it wouldn't run smoothly at all. Had that issue, I ran into that, and part of the reason is on this particular bullet, the round nose on it doesn't drop off real fast. It stays fatter longer, to where if it's too long, the bullet starts hitting the lands, the barreling, and it doesn't let the slide go all the way forward. We ran into that during a match. I reloaded with these and was just learning, and we had to hit the back of the gun on a lot of rounds. Hurt palm. It was nasty. So it definitely wouldn't work for those. Summit City bullets, they're 115 grain. Overall length 54 or 0.54. Add that to the 55, 1.09. So that makes that useless, because now that leaves 0.06 of an inch that your bullet can be pushed back. That's sit back. So it wouldn't be resting on that rim. Now you've got weird, it just be a weird dynamic inside, I would imagine, for the when the bullet goes off, you got a weird little chamber in there that doesn't. So and then the berries, 124 grain, hollow point, 5.56 overall. That gives it a 1.11. Same scenario. It's going to be short, come up short in there, still be able to be pushed back. Not much benefit there. One thing I did notice after inspecting, and one of my hard pulls was, of course, I've got the hold down dies, which has a rod inside that pushes at the bottom of the case to hold it as you're doing your swaging and your primer set. So that's what it was, I think. I think it was kind of forcing in there to get past that rim, or pushing on that rim. And I noticed that my primer is jammed in there really far and looks to be a little compressed. And that was that forcing it down harder than it should have been. Like I said, I should have caught it at the time, but it's something to look out for. If you're going to run these, you need to reset your hold down dies and all that, because that's going to interfere with that. The way I found it, like I said, I think I said is when it came around to my powder checker, the powder checker rod doesn't fit down inside. So instead of sitting on top of the powder, it was sitting on top of that lip. That could be an issue. So I don't think they'd be worth it to reload them. Hey, I just need to jump in here real quick. I was editing this, notice I left something out. Some of the research I did, I saw some people that said they have reloaded them, haven't had an issue. But I did see people say that there's an issue with the chance, and it has happened, where the case fails right there, pulls apart, and the back half gets ejected, and the front half stays in the chamber, stopping your second round from coming in. Could cause some major issues there. Most of what I saw was people recommend you don't reload these for that problem. So I don't see a benefit to it. I mean, you're not going to come across that many of them that's going to make a difference if you throw a few away here and there. So back to my regularly scheduled video. Load them. I would like to just do some testing with them. I get all my brass from Capital. This is the first time I've come across one of these. So maybe this load will have, maybe somebody went and shot a bunch of these, and I might wind up with, if I can get 10 or so of them, I'm going to do some testing. One doesn't give you very much information. If anybody out there has a bunch of these, let me know. I might take them off your hands, just because I'd like to do some testing and see if you can lower the powder, see what gives. With that being said, I think I covered everything I wanted to. Thanks again for stopping by, and leave a comment if you have any more information on these that I didn't have here that I don't know. Please comment and let me know. And with that being said, again, like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.